Look at it. Am I centered? We're going to be in 1 Timothy chapter 4 today, and he's going to begin talking about a subject that really covers much of the New Testament, and that is false teaching and false prophets and those who abandon the faith. He says this in 1 Timothy 4:1, "Now the Spirit expressly says that in the later times some will depart from the faith by devoting themselves to deceitful spirits and teachings of demons, through the insincerity of liars, whose consciences are seared, who forbid marriage and require abstinence from foods that God created to be received with thanksgiving by those who believe and know the truth." He's saying that you're going to start watching people fall away from the faith. And listen, that's always been true. That you know people and I know people who seem to have had some sort of a spiritual experience and then they have fallen away. Here's what I want you to understand today. That it is possible to be falsely converted. Jesus said in Matthew that there will be a day when many will say to him, "Lord, did we not do this? Did we not do that? And did we not do this?" And he will say, "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity." That there is such a thing as a false conversion. That in our society today, we've made salvation about walking an aisle or saying a prayer. Yet there's really nothing in the Scriptures that say that you have to do either one of those things to be saved. The Scriptures say, repent and believe. The truth of the matter is this, that if someone is saved, nothing can separate them from the love of God. They did not earn their salvation. Their salvation was earned for them. They did not deserve that salvation. They deserved condemnation, but God in His grace and mercy, through faith, saved them anyway. Nothing can separate you from the love of God. So what does that mean about these that He said some will fall away or some will depart? Well, He's speaking of those who were never saved in the first place. They were never regenerated by the washing of the Spirit in the first place. They never repented and believed in the first place. And so that's why Jesus said in the Gospels, you will know them by their fruits. And you will also know by their fruits whether they are a believer or an unbeliever. We, those who have trusted Christ, are those who endure to the end. Why? Because the Spirit of God lives within us and He leads us and He guides us into all truth. And Jesus said, I will never leave you and I will never forsake you. Here's what I want you to understand today. True believers persevere. False believers don't.